Are you or someone you love over the age of 70 and still driving in Canada starting October 1st, 2025? Some of the biggest changes in decades are coming to senior driving laws, and if you want to stay behind the wheel, it's absolutely critical to understand what's happening. These updates are designed to improve road safety, but they will directly affect how you renew your driver's license, what kinds of tests you'll need to take, and even the conditions under which you'll be allowed to drive. Missing this information could mean unexpected costs, delays, or even losing your license. So stay with me until the end of this video because I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know step by step and give you practical tips to make sure you stay safe and fully prepared. Welcome back to CCP and OAS Insider, the trusted channel for Canadian seniors and retirees who want to stay informed about pensions, government benefits, and important updates that can impact daily life. My goal is to break down complicated changes in simple language so you can take action with confidence. Today's topic is one that affects millions of Canadians: new driving rules for seniors over 70, whether you live in Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Quebec, or any other province or territory. These updates will apply to you in some way. And while some details will vary from province to province, the federal framework being introduced on October 1st, S2 2025 sets a new nationwide standard that local governments will follow. Let's start with the biggest change: the new license renewal process for seniors age 70 and older. In the past, most provinces allowed drivers to renew their licenses every 5 years, sometimes with nothing more than a basic eye test or a quick vision check. That's about to change. Starting this October, anyone 70 or older will need to go through a more detailed assessment every 2 years. That means shorter renewal cycles and more frequent testing. While this might sound inconvenient, it's intended to make sure that seniors who continue to drive are physically and mentally fit for today's road conditions. With more traffic, faster highways, and more distractions on the road than ever before, transportation departments want to ensure that every driver, regardless of age, is capable of safe and responsible driving. So, what exactly will this new testing involve? First, there's the vision assessment. This isn't just about reading letters on a chart anymore. Seniors will now be required to undergo a more advanced vision screening that checks not only clarity of sight, but also peripheral vision, depth perception, and contrast sensitivity. Why does this matter? Because safe driving isn't just about seeing what's directly ahead of you. It's also about noticing movement at the edges of your vision, reacting quickly to unexpected hazards, and being able to drive safely in low light or rainy conditions. Next is the cognitive screening. This is something new for many seniors and may cause some anxiety, but it's not meant to be scary. Cognitive tests are designed to measure reaction time, attention span, and decision-making skills. They might include simple exercises like identifying road signs, recognizing patterns, or responding to simulated driving situations on a screen. These tests don't require any advanced knowledge. They simply evaluate whether your brain is processing information quickly enough to handle the demands of driving. In addition to these tests, provinces are introducing a mandatory refresher course or online module for senior drivers. This could be a short class you take in person or an interactive course you complete from home. It covers updated traffic laws, new road designs, and safety tips for modern driving. For example, it might explain how to navigate roundabouts, deal with new types of pedestrian crossings, or safely share the road with cyclists and electric vehicles. Even experienced drivers sometimes miss these updates. So, this refresher is meant to keep everyone current and confident. Another major change is medical reporting. Under the new rules, doctors, optometrists, and other healthcare professionals will play a larger role in ensuring that seniors are safe to drive. If your doctor notices a medical condition that could affect your driving, such as diabetes, dementia, Parkinson's disease, or significant vision problems, they are now required to submit a medical fitness report to the provincial licensing authority. This doesn't automatically mean you'll lose your license, but it does trigger a review process. Depending on the situation, you might be asked to provide additional medical documentation, take a road test, or agree to certain driving restrictions. The goal is to catch serious issues early while still allowing healthy seniors to remain independent. Let's talk about those driving restrictions because this is another important part of the new system. For seniors who show mild but manageable concerns like slower reaction times or minor vision limitations, provinces will now have the option to issue a conditional or restricted license. Instead of revoking driving privileges altogether, these licenses will allow seniors to continue driving under specific conditions. For example, a driver might be restricted to daytime driving only, prohibited from driving on high-speed highways, or limited to a certain distance from home. These restrictions are designed to reduce risk while still preserving independence. For many seniors, this balanced approach is far better than losing their license entirely. Insurance is another area where these changes will have an impact. Insurance companies have been informed of the new regulations and will likely adjust their policies accordingly. Seniors who successfully complete the new testing and refresher courses may qualify for safe driver discounts, while those with conditional licenses may see rate adjustments. It's a good idea to check with your insurance provider well before your renewal date to understand how these updates could affect your premiums. If you're wondering how to prepare for these changes, here are some practical steps you can start taking today. First, schedule a comprehensive eye exam. Even if you think your vision is fine, a professional exam can detect issues that you might not notice yourself, such as early cataracts or glaucoma. Second, consider taking a voluntary driving refresher course before it becomes mandatory. This will help you get comfortable with the material and identify any areas where you might need improvement. Third, talk to your doctor about your overall health and how it might affect your ability to drive. Addressing medical concerns early, whether it's adjusting medication, improving mobility, or managing a chronic condition, can make a big difference when it's time for your renewal. Another tip is to practice defensive driving. This means being extra cautious, anticipating potential hazards, and always leaving yourself an escape route in traffic. Seniors often have the advantage of experience, but road conditions are constantly changing. More electric vehicles, faster traffic patterns, and distracted drivers mean that defensive driving is more important than ever. Now, you might be asking why these changes are happening now. The answer lies in Canada's aging population. By 2030, nearly 1 in 4 Canadians will be over the age of 65, and a large percentage of them will still be driving. Studies show that while seniors are generally safe and careful drivers, age-related changes in vision, reaction time, and cognitive function can increase the risk of accidents. The new rules are designed to strike a balance between safety and independence, allowing healthy seniors to stay on the road while providing extra checks for those who may need additional support. It's also worth noting that these changes didn't happen overnight. They're the result of years of research, consultation with medical experts, and feedback from senior advocacy groups. Transportation departments across Canada recognize the importance of keeping seniors mobile and independent. That's why the new system focuses on early detection, regular checkups, and supportive measures rather than simply taking away licenses based on age. Some seniors may feel nervous about these changes, and that's completely understandable. Nobody wants to feel like their freedom is being taken away. But it's important to remember that these updates are not about punishment, they're about protection. The ability to drive safely is a responsibility, and these new rules help ensure that every driver on the road, regardless of age, meets the same high standard of safety. For families of senior drivers, this is also a good time to start having open conversations about driving. If you're the child or grandchild of a senior driver, talk to them about the upcoming changes and offer your support. Offer to help them schedule appointments, practice for tests or explore transportation alternatives if driving becomes more challenging in the future. These conversations can be sensitive, but starting early makes the process less stressful for everyone. Let's briefly look at some province-specific highlights. In Ontario, the current group education session, an in-class renewal program, will be replaced with a more streamlined online module and an in-person cognitive screening test. British Columbia will implement a mandatory medical reporting system that requires doctors to submit annual health updates for drivers over 75. But the testing for those 70 to 74 will also become more frequent. Alberta will introduce a hybrid renewal model, allowing seniors to complete part of their assessment online before attending an in-person appointment. While each province will have its own schedule and exact requirements, the key elements, vision tests, cognitive screening, refresher training, and medical reporting will be consistent nationwide. Financially, seniors should also budget for slightly higher renewal fees because testing will be more frequent and more detailed. Provinces are introducing modest administrative fees to cover the cost of assessments. For example, instead of paying a renewal fee every 5 years, you may now pay a smaller fee every 2 years. While this adds up over time, the cost is relatively small compared to the importance of maintaining a valid driver's license. As we move closer to October 1st, 2025, provinces will send out official notices to seniors whose licenses are due for renewal. If you're 70 or older, watch your mail carefully and respond quickly to any testing appointments or documentation requests. Missing a deadline could lead to a suspension or delay in getting your new license. And in some provinces, driving with an expired license carries hefty fines. The good news is that these changes also come with new support programs. Many provinces are expanding their senior transportation services, including discounted ride programs, shuttle buses, and volunteer driver networks. These services are designed to give seniors more options if driving becomes difficult or if they temporarily lose their license during the renewal process. Before we wrap up, let's review the most important takeaways. Starting October 1st, 2025, all Canadian drivers aged 70 and older will face more frequent license renewals every 2 years. Renewals will include advanced vision tests, cognitive screening, and a mandatory refresher course on traffic safety. Doctors will play a larger role in reporting medical concerns, and provinces will have the authority to issue conditional licenses with specific restrictions. While these changes may feel overwhelming at first, they are designed to keep seniors driving safely for as long as possible while protecting everyone on the road. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it and share it with friends or family members who might be affected. Many seniors are still unaware of these upcoming changes, and sharing this information could save them from stress, delays, or unexpected costs. And if you haven't already, subscribe to CCCP and OASS Insider and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates about pensions, benefits, and government programs for Canadian seniors. Driving is more than just a way to get from place to place. It's a symbol of independence, freedom, and connection to the community. These new rules are here to help you keep that freedom safely and responsibly. Prepare early, stay informed, and you'll be ready to navigate the road ahead with confidence. Thank you for watching CCP and OAS Insider. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next update with more essential information for Canadian seniors.